Hey, I'm back. I'm doing another video with the software that I use, which is Craft Artist Professional. And the reason why I'm doing this is I'm going to try to show you the basics, if I can remember them, of what comes in the compact version, which you can get free to try out at daisytrail.com. And no, I'm not affiliated with them in any way, or getting paid for anything, or getting anything free for doing this. It's just I like the software. It's easy to use from the beginner to the most advanced. And you can, if you're used to using Photoshop and you're used to using layers, you can use layers in this. But the beauty of it is you don't have to know how to use layers in order to do this software. If you can drag and drop things, you can use this software. And you can learn as you go along. daisytrail.com has tutorials and other challenges and forums to answer questions on their site. I hate when I say all the time. I'm so sorry. And I'm sorry, I'm losing my whole train of thought. Basically, I want to try to show you some of the basic stuff, and also let you know that you can get more information at daisytrail.com. And they also have YouTube videos with different tutorials, and that is under Serif, S-E-R-I-F, and you'll be able to find that by just Googling Serif in the search engine on YouTube. But basically, with Craft Artist Compact, you're not going to have all the features, but you still will be able to use the software to get a feel for it and to even make some decent pages. So on this side of your screen, when you open the software, you're going to see a list here with photos, embellishments, backgrounds, frames, materials, letters, and layouts. And in order to use a free kit for Craft Artist Compact, you have to upload it as if you were going to upload pictures. So if you go in to your picture box right here and you push add, it will open up where you save your photos. And I'm going to go go to a freebie kit that I've gotten from Creative Hands. Is a freebie site. It's a search engine, and it puts in a lot of freebie sites, and it'll send you to links to where you can get those freebies. And also Craft Craze. Hopefully, if I don't forget, we'll try to put all these links down to the bottom of this screen and the information for you. So let's see if I can find a kit. Alright, here's some digital kit freebies. This is from Jessica J. Sprague, and I believe that's Jessica Sprague, and this is her strawberry lemonade kit. And as you can see, you'll have all of your papers or whatever. So you just pick the ones you want by hitting control, holding down your control button, and just pick a few of the papers and open them, and you'll see that they'll come into your page right here. You do that same thing with the elements that you choose, whatever. Now, Craft Artist does come with a couple of the kits from Serif. So if you don't want to go through all of that and just want to start with one of those kits, let me get them off. And you just want to start with one of the kits that downloads with it. You just go to add items from DigiKits, and I'm gonna see if I can't find one that's a that might have been part of, and I'm not sure which kits come with it now, but this was one of the free kits that they had on their page back when I got it, and that was Dollhouse. And now if you look, I have all of the materials and letters and even the quick page layout. Well, like you just want to do a quick page, you can pull their quick page off, go in here and change this photo. Just go up here to photo, add a photo, any photo. Let's find a picture. I should have already had these opened up for you today. I know I have pictures, 50 million tons of them, as you can see, and I don't know why I'm having a hard time deciding which picture I want to use. And not always the case, right? That's pretty bad, ain't it? Find a picture already, Jenny. I'll use this one of my sister's little dogs. Okay. And I just dropped that in there, and then you can come down here and select the picture, and you can move the picture around so it's centered to where you want it. And you pretty much have a page. And you can go here, you can select this, you can change the title, you can even add more embellishments to that page, but that starts you out. So let's get rid of that. Cut. Dummy. Edit. Select all. I want to get rid of this background too. I want to delete that. Now we're back to a blank page. So the other thing I wanted to show you, and I'm going to use the same, I wanted my own background. You can go to materials, you can add another piece of material on there. I don't remember if the Craft Artist Compact has the shadow tool, but if it does, you will see it appear on this line, the toolbar up here, and it'll just be a blank screen. And then when you open that shadow bar, it'll bring this little bar out here, and you just manipulate that till you have the shadow where you want it. Now let's go get this picture of my sister's dog again and drop that in here. This is one of my sister's dogs. I think this is Kitty Boo. She has one named Itsy Bitsy and one named Kitty Boo. And then we're going to add a flower. And this, like I said, I'm just going to show you a basic thing. And we can add a shadow on that, because I said, you know, the shadow tool makes your pages look more realistic, in my opinion. You can put a tag on here, pull this forward, and just play around until you know you like it, and add a title, whatever you're going to add. Let's see, we'll show you the letters. If you go down here in the letters box and you type in what you want to what you want the title to be, just type it in and push insert, and it'll put that up here. You can move it around, group it, make it bigger, and then you have Miss Kitty. And say I decided that I wanted a frame around this picture. I can click on the picture and then I can add a frame right there on it. Again, I need to center the picture better, so I'm going to click on. If you look down here, when you click on this frame, you'll see select the cropped object, crop, or framed. You want to select the cropped object to adjust your picture, okay? So we have that. I'm going to add a little bit of a shadow. And one other thing I want to show you that real quick is, say this is it, you're done with it. You want to export it as a JPEG file so that you can share it on other groups. First, you're going to save it. So save it, and it's going to save it as a craft project. It's not going to save it as a JPEG. So let's write Miss Kitty on here. So if say you want to go back later and you want to adjust this or work on it again later, you just click on Miss Kitty the craft project and it'll take you right back in here. But now we want to save it as a JPEG file. What you're going to do is you're going to hit export as image under file, and a box will open up and you just save it as whatever title. See, this is going to save it as a 12 by 12 size. You can choose the different page sizes and it'll automatically be in here generally, but say you did a 12 by 12 but you wanted to come back and you needed to make it smaller, right here you can adjust the size here. So you need to make it smaller. Like for some websites it has to be like 600 by 600. This needs to be like at 150, that's the DPI, or 100. And then you'll need to take the quality and drop it down in order for it to fit on some websites. But some websites will go ahead and take a whole 36 by 3600 or 12 by 12 and let you still upload it that way. And when you want to print it, if you want to print it at a 12 by 12, you need to save it as a 12 by 12, which would be the 3636. And there are different print groups, online printer groups, and I particularly like scrapbooksplease.com, and they have sales for 99 cents sometimes on their pages. So I'll get a bulk of mine printed. But as you can see, I just push export. I'm going to save that as Miss Kitty. And now I can close this down. And I can go in here and this page will be ready for me to, it'll be in my pictures and it'll be in a JPEG now, ready for me to share on Facebook or wherever, you know, any group or whatever I want, or zip it into a, I have so many pictures in here it ain't funny. Zip it into a zip file and email it to somewhere or whatever. But that's what we just did. So anyway, that's just a really short, quick, hopefully, even if the 14 minutes is not really short, a little bit more information about the software. So I hope this helps, and if you have any more questions, try www.daisytrail.com. Try Sarah Craft Artist, I believe, or just put Serif, S-E-R-I-F, in your YouTube engine, your YouTube search engine, and you'll see a lot of tutorials come up for this software. And give it a try. And someone asked me what hybrids are. So quickly I'm going to say I wanted to print this out just like this, and I wanted to print it on my regular printer. I would print it as an 8 by 8 size, Then I can take this layout, just like this, as an 8x8 and add it to a 12x12 sheet of pattern paper, and then I can come back in and I can add other traditional elements that you would normally have for regular traditional scrapbooking. I can add more flowers in here, I can add more bling, I can, you know, dress it up more with some more traditional stuff. So say I can take this tag out, or I can say I can do my journaling on this tag, take this flower off, leave this on here, even take this background and just use this part and print it out with this piece as an 8x8. You know, move the tag over here, print this yellow light colored piece out as an 8x8, and then take it and say I had a piece of Webster's cardstock I wanted, pattern paper I wanted to use, or graphic 45 or whatever. I can then take this part with the picture already in the frame, the title, and my journaling, put it on my traditional paper, and then add more traditional elements and still come out with a really cool layout. And that's what a hybrid is. So I hope I've helped answer some more questions for you, and if you got any more questions, you can go to those sites, or you can come back to me and ask me, and I'll try to answer you as much as I can. But I think that using some digital stuff along with your traditional stuff with hybrids is fun. It helps you with your journaling and keeping it straight, and if your handwriting is crappy like mine is, I always like to do my journaling typed out and not actually handwrite it, because I don't like my handwriting. But I have been known to use my handwriting on some pages simply for the nostalgia of it, so that when my kids are older they can look back and see Mama's handwriting. But anyway, those are just some ideas, and like I said, I mean, this is easier to use in Photoshop, but you can do a lot of things with this software that you can do with Photoshop, and you can use layers. You can get more in depth and in detail with it, and as you learn and go along, you'll learn more techniques of shadowing and layering and blending different elements together to create some of the other types of pages, digital art type pages that I've made. And if you haven't seen any of those, I do have some of my layout, digital layouts in a gallery format videos here on my channel, so you guys can check those out if you want to. But I hope that this helped y'all and brought y'all a little bit more information, and if you do try to do some, I'd love to see them. So maybe you can make a video slideshow and show us your work. Thanks for watching.